Good afternoon, everybody. We are back in the shop. We are working on the short course off-road MR2. If you guys haven't been following along, we have a 3.5 liter V6 out of a 2009 Toyota RAV4 already mounted and installed in here. We've been working on the wiring. I haven't filmed much of that because it's super boring and I'm not that good at it. But this is the wiring harness. I know it looks like a mess, but this fuse box here goes in the engine bay. A lot of those plugs hook up to there. Some of them hook up to the ECU in the trunk, and then some of them hook up to the lights back here. It's all plug and play at this point. So wiring, I just finished this all up. So that's ready to go. We're gonna move on. I got some cool parts that I want to install just because they are super sweet, and I'm tired of doing wiring. So I got this box from Racer Fabrication here. This car, this Toyota MR2 was a parts car, so it's missing some stuff, like it's missing the shifter box, or the the part that holds the shifter and the shifter cables. Parts for these cars are becoming really expensive. Shifter box, a used one, was like 250 bucks, and this was just a little bit more than that. So we're gonna go ahead and run the nice stuff. We've got some nice stickers. I already stole the sticker off the box. Where is it? I think it's this one right here. Yep. Born, bred, built in the USA at Racer X Fab. So that sticker was on the outside. I was able to peel it off to save it, but we all like stickers. So let's see what we got here. Okay. This box was very nicely packed. So we'll explain what we got here. So we got a Racer X shifter box. We got a really nice, I couldn't resist this either, this weighted shifter shift knob. This weighted shift knob here. So it's super nice. Put that back in there for now. We got a Racer X shift box. Let's open this up. I already took a peek in here. This stuff is really nice. So, I mean, look at this. The foam even has like their name engraved into it. So, oh, I wonder what's supposed to go in there. That's weird. Okay. Here's the ball. Okay. And, oh, there's our, some sort of linkage. Oh, there we go. Yeah, look at this. Wow. Okay. Foam, foam, foam. Foam is very nice. Okay, so we have our, ooh, looks like we got some sort of spring hardware pack. So that's our Racer X shifter right there. All of this. This is an eBay short shifter. I don't know if it's going to work with this, honestly. It might not, so we're going to find out together. This is the hardware for the eBay short shifter. That would work with the original shifter box. We've got some shifter cable bushings. These are solid bushings from Torque Solutions. We got a used shifter cable. These things are pretty expensive. We've got the shifter, what do they call this? Shifter lever seat cup. So that guy right there is going to hold the bottom of the shifter. So let's see if we can figure out how to put this together. Because I don't know if there are actually any instructions. This is our shifter plate. This is what holds the shifter. So I'm guessing that that gets screwed or bolted right under there like that. That would make sense. So that means that this guy has to go in here. And this shifter cup, shift lever seat cup, is going to go around there first. This is a nice piece. It's I'm pretty sure, 99% sure it's 3D printed. Yeah, it's definitely 3D printed. And this is really gonna gonna tighten all this up too. So we're gonna put all that in there. Hopefully it fits in there. Might be a little tighter than your factory cup there. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, we need to whack that in a little bit. Rubber hammer, give it a couple whacks. That'll seat it real good. Okay, make sure that's all the way in there. Look at that. Whoo, that's already tight. That is nice. Okay, so 99% sure that it bolts on here. And then these should be the retainers for the, well, probably goes back here. Shift cables. You know what? I bet you they have instructions on their website. Let's go to Racer X and look for sure, because I'm not 100% on this whole assembly here. It looks like I'm headed in the right direction. Okay, so it turns out that I don't have this little cup right here that fits on here in order to shift this thing, so that's a bummer. That's something I'm gonna have to figure out. Okay, so we got that guy in there. That seems to be okay. When you go side to side, moves up and down, although very sloppily considering there's no bushing in there. So we'll get that bushing. Next, I believe, looks like this thing should install into here. Without this is what holds the cable, that top cable. So that's a nice little piece there. It's got a little shouldered edge there, so it just slides right into there and doesn't go any further. And then they have a nice chamfered machine screw on this side. So let's put that there, through here, like this. Let's roughly assemble this for now and get it in the car so we can figure out what else we're missing, because that's the whole story about this car, is what are we missing, which is a lot. And now this guy looks like it goes like this. So we should have three bolts. Okay, so there's that. We're missing, we got one extra bolt here. There's a hole, there's a bolt hole right there. I don't know what it does. It looks like just a blind bolt hole. Maybe this bolt is supposed to go in there. All right, so when you put that bolt in, it doesn't even tighten all the way. All it does is just hold the springs for that. So you gotta line them up, and then, how are they gonna stay in there though? That one wants to come out already. See that? Oh, it's not tightened down. All right, let's put that back on. All right, let's tighten this down and see how that operates. See if it all stays good. Okay, so there's that. It looks good there. Good there. Okay, so that's good so far. That's all in there. This guy's got to go on there. So let's throw this in there and see what it looks like. See if we can find some hardware for it. So we still have the shifter cable bushings from Torque Solutions. But let's go ahead and throw this in there. See what it looks like. I'll bring you guys along in a second here. Alright, we're certainly not out of the woods yet. Okay, I'll show you guys what's going on now. Looks like there's going to be a small amount of clearancing that needs to happen right here, because when you put the shifter in, it starts to... Oh, it might be the whole thing that needs to be... I didn't think about that, because it's one big flat. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't quite... Oh, get that out of the way. It's real close, but it doesn't want to fully line up. I can get that hole. Can't get that hole. When that one's in, it looks really good, but it's definitely off here in the back. So, looks like we need to I'm not 100% sure, honestly. Don't know for sure. Those two would line up like that, back. Yep. So we're gonna come in here with something, clearance this right here, cut it back a little bit. That thing should slip right in, and we'll get it bolted down. Okay. That doesn't seem to really change anything. So let's see if we can take a closer look. Oh. Are we supposed to space this up or something? Because it looks like... Maybe I should look at the instructions, because I think we're running into this right here in here. So we either need to dent that down or put some spacers under here. So I'll come back at you when I got an answer for that. Okay, so for the record, I don't think that needed to be trimmed at all. I think it was all that sound deadening that was holding it up. So let's go ahead and throw some bolts in her. There we go. Alright, let me get an Allen to run this down, and then we'll start working on the shifter cables and see if we're missing anything there. Man, this thing is sweet! I don't think I want to cover this up. Okay. Alright, that thing is in. Now, we have one shifter cable already in the car. So let's go ahead, put this cable back, shove it through there. Woo. Okay. Need more room. Supposed to do on the shifter part, because I don't even have any hardware for that, I don't think. It's a little stiff. Might have to get some grease in the ball there, but it'll wear in. But this guy is supposed to slide all the way up in here. Seems like it is resisting that. Yep, looks like we got a little bit of no problem there. That it won't even fit in here without being pretty much perfect. So let's see if that helps. Yep, okay, so that is not really wanting to go in there, but I bet I can make it go in there. See if there's any more goobers. Nope. So that guy's gonna go in there. Another thing I need to get is the clips. I don't know if I have the clips for the cables. So. Woo! Too hot in here. It is too hot in here for this shit. Alright, so we only have one cable in here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this retainer out. See if we can get that other cable through and fit in here as well. This thing off here. There we go. Retaining plate there. There's the grommet. And then we just got to put our cable in there. Hope for the best here. Okay. So we got these rubber bushings in here. I'm guessing that they will just pop out a little bit. There we go. That's it, huh? And this guy fits in there. And then this big E-clip holds it on. So let's go this way. There we go. That's our shifter cable, the new bushing. It's got a little bit of slop in it. It's not perfect. Expecting a little more, but that's good. It'll work. And we got our clips. Look at those things. We'll throw those in with the MR2 stuff. Alright, so we're still missing some parts. But let's go ahead. Hopefully this is the right thread. Yes. Wow, that is nice. Yep, definitely put some grease in there. Loosen it up a little bit. It's a little on the tight side, even without being hooked to the transmission. So, but it'll wake up. It'll wear in. It's gonna be nice and tight. We are missing a few pieces though. So we got both of the cables. We don't have anything to hook to actually bolt this one to this side, because I think that was probably part of the stock. So I'm gonna try and find something for that, some sort of shouldered bolt or something, I don't know. So that's got to be bolted in. That's got to be bolted in there. So we got to find hardware for that. We're good here. Clamp these down. Goes through there. And we are missing the bracket that holds the shifter cables to actually shift this dang thing. So we're missing that. Oh, there's a wasp in my car. See him? What's he doing in there? Okay, so we're going to source all those parts. That's what we need to find. That's real hard to find, that shifter cable bracket. And then same here, I have an early model on this, and it has a manual cable driven speedometer. So I need to find one of those. That's also being very hard to find. You know, it's all the little parts that nickel and dime you to death. So that's it for the shifter for now. I got to hunt down some parts, and then I think we're going to move on to, since the wiring is done, the next step is going to be to yank this thing back out of here, because we got a bunch of stuff to do to it. There's no flywheel or clutch in there, so we got to do that. Maybe clean some stuff up. We need to repair this firewall in here and fill in holes that we're not going to use, and just, oh, we got to pull the gas tank out and we got to pull the gas tank out and get our fuel pump installed in there and get that thing cleaned out, because we don't know what's been there. We got to actually, before I pull it out, I think we're going to do the fabrication on this guy. So we will measure and place this where we want it, and then we'll cut this tube, and then we'll take this whole housing off, clean it, and weld this to it. So this will be our new radiator fill. And you're going to see that fabrication project and a lot more on the next episode of DJ's Hot Rod and Fab. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.